What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. So I have right here the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, and I think this might be the smartphone of 2024, like the overall rounded up best smartphone that you can pick up in 2024. And I know you're probably thinking, or you may even comment, hey dude, what's going on? You're making this video at the beginning of the year, but I'm going to tell you this. The S23 Ultra, its predecessor, was, in my opinion, the all-around best smartphone. That also came out at the beginning of the year. This is also setting the bar really high, the S24 Ultra. So a lot of other smartphone manufacturers that released their smartphones later this year have to compete with the S24 Ultra, and it performs like a champ in every single department. Samsung has really been focusing on the refinements rather than bringing in a whole drastic design change or something brand new every single year, but focusing more on what matters for the user. And I think that's with starting off with this design. We're getting a more refined design every single year. And this year with the S24 Ultra, we're getting a titanium build around the frames, which is very, very nice. We're getting a fully flat display right here on the front, which is also really nice. Finally, after quite some time, Samsung has finally went with a fully flat display. That was one of my gripes with the S23 Ultra, and I think many will appreciate that flat display. It also comes with Gorilla Glass armor. Obviously, Corning's the most toughest Gorilla Glass. It also has an anti-reflective display. So just as a reference, this is the S24 Ultra. I'm going to bring my S23 Ultra into the picture. Let me just bring it off from here from the side. Let me just clean it up real quick. It's got some fingerprints right there. Let's bring it to the side. There you go. There you go. You have anti-reflective display. You can see the camera right here, in this case the phone recording, but with the S24 Ultra you can barely see it. So yeah, that anti-reflective display is really great for outdoors. It's great for people like me making content on smartphones, which is a huge plus. It has a 2600 nit of max peak brightness. 2600 nits of max peak brightness. It gets super bright outdoors. You won't have any issues. I think 2024 is going to be the max peak brightness nits smartphone display war. People or companies are competing to have the highest max peak brightness, which 2600 right here is phenomenal. It's great. There's definitely more out there with other companies, but this is phenomenal. Samsung makes great displays. Not only that, not only did they improve on their display, their design feels really good to hold in the hand. It feels, obviously it's a S Ultra, so it's more of that boxy note type of feeling. It still has that S Pen. It's the performance on the S24 Ultra. This Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is, again, phenomenal. I'm probably going to be using that word a lot. It's phenomenal. I haven't had the phone heat up once at all, and I've been playing lots of Clash of Clans, and it hasn't heated up once. I've had YouTube open in the background while I'm on Twitter browsing, while I'm on Google Chrome and whatnot, and it has not heated up once. This has a 2 times of a larger vapor chamber when compared to the S23 Ultra. So that's a huge thing. It has 12 gigs of RAM. My model has 512 gigs of onboard storage. It's been very beneficial. I was able to make use of the pre-order, and they doubled the storage at no extra cost. But you're getting some very good performance overall with the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Again, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is the flagship chipset. You can't really go wrong with the 8 Gen 3, at least here in the US. I think from what I know, and you can correct me in the comments down below, but the S24 Ultra globally is Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, and the S24 and 24 Plus is, I believe, like North America, and is Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. I think there was like 1 or 2 more countries Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, and then the rest of the world is the Exynos chipset. So I'm only talking based off of strictly the US models. I don't have the Exynos chipset models in hand, so I can't really talk based on that. But Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, keep it up. Not only that, the optimization is really well. The fact that this is running Android 14 on One UI 6.1, Samsung went ahead, refined it. They've added lots of new AI features that I'm currently testing out. There's Circle to Search. I personally love the generated or the AI generated wallpaper. This is really nice, but you can obviously see right here on the bottom, it's AI generated. One UI 6.1, again, it's become one of my favorite custom OEM skins. Like before this, I was using the OnePlus Open. That was a great phone. But when I came back to this, I was like, yep, home sweet home. I am back home because I just love the fluidity of One UI. They have really refined it. They've really focused on the software side of things. It's not janky. It's not laggy at all. It's actually buttery smooth. Not only that, Samsung is promising 7 years of security updates as well as 7 years of generational updates. So 7 years of software updates. That is phenomenal. Again, I'm using the word phenomenal a lot in this video, but I think you should get used to it. That is phenomenal. Performance and the software won't let you down. In addition to all of that, like the design, the software, the performance, is the cameras. This 200 megapixel camera, first of all, is great, especially for those who want really detailed shots. There's still 100x zoom, which I really do appreciate. I'm going to be taking this with me on my trip to Istanbul. I know it's going to come in real handy, and the 100x zoom is actually useful. Like, it's usable as well. They swapped the 10 megapixel 10x optical zoom for a 50 megapixel 5x optical zoom. And yeah, you're thinking, okay, there's less of an optical zoom, but when you actually use the 50 megapixel 5x and then crop into 10x, the quality does come out to be better. You're using that 50 megapixel lens. So I think they made a good choice there. Overall, just the quality of the photos are great. They're really vibrant. I don't think you can go wrong, even if you're going to pick up this device for videos and use it for social media. That's also a huge plus. Samsung is also saying they worked with social media companies to better optimize the camera quality, the photo and video quality in-house, like in-app. So that's a huge plus too if you're looking to pick this up to make content with. Like, you don't want to pick up an iPhone or anything else. You'll be making a great choice with choosing the cameras on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. But my favorite thing about this is not even the design and the performance in the camera, it's the battery life. And for me, it's a favorite part of my phone, or of this phone, because I'm using the phone all the time. So I want a phone that's going to last me all day and even into the second day. And this does just that. Its predecessor did the same thing. This is the same too. 5,000 milliamp hour battery, same capacity, 45 watt charging, same capacity. Yep, they don't have the fastest charging, and they may not even have the largest battery capacity. That's okay. I mean, it's still charged full in an hour. But I'm ending my day with around like 50%. Now, just for the sake of this video, I actually did go and charge it. Like, I got home and I was like, you know what? I'm going to charge my devices that I'm going to use for content tonight and just charge to 100%. So I did end up charging it, but I'm ending my day with around 50 to 55% of battery life. 7 hours of screen on time, easy. And I don't really need to charge this overnight. I wake up in the morning, I plug it in for 30, 40 minutes, and it gets me throughout the day. And if you're a light user, like let's say you forgot your charger and you're out on a trip for a weekend and you put this on light use, this will last you the entire weekend. I can comfortably say that. You just have to, obviously, if you're a heavy user like me and you really use your phone all the time, then yeah, it's going to be difficult like that. But if you forgot your charger, for example, and you were on a 2-3 day trip, you have to conserve that battery, you became a light user for those 2-3 days, then this will last you easily. Like a battery champ right here, Galaxy S24 Ultra battery champ. Like overall, in every department, it performs very well. Now, is it a perfect smartphone? No, there's really no such thing as a perfect smartphone. I don't believe there ever will be a perfect smartphone because everyone has their own preferences. Now, there are smartphones that have a great design, that have great performance, that have great battery life, but not a great camera. Or vice versa, they'll have a great camera, but they won't have great battery life. For example, like the iPhone 15 Pro Max in my use case has a phenomenal camera, but the battery life is subpar, especially when I compare it to the Galaxy S24 Ultra, because I'm using both devices. This one performs so much better. So there's many smartphones out there that perform really well, but they're always like missing out on just something, on some pillar of a great smartphone. This, I really do think, nails all the fundamentals of a smartphone and just goes above and beyond, really. There's definitely, improvements that you can make. Some may not like this design. Some may want to get rid of the S Pen, although that 1% you use that S Pen will come in clutch. Like, it will come in very useful, but then there are others who actually use the S Pen very religiously. So you got to respect that as well. Everything else about this great haptics. Oh, I love the haptics on this. I miss typing on this. I'm coming from OnePlus Open. I miss typing on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Wow. The one thing I kind of miss from the OnePlus Open is Clash of Clans, just having that larger display. But for example, like now that we're talking about other smartphones, I'm going to try to still keep it on track. OnePlus Open, great smartphone overall, but for me, I didn't like OnePlus software. I just love the fluidity and the smoothness on One UI 6.1, much better than I do with OnePlus Oxygen OS. For me, that's it. Like, I think, and its camera compared to the S24 Ultra, again, it's good camera, but still subpar compared to this. The battery life is good, but not as great as this. The build, it's great, but I mean, we're at a point where the slab of glass has become, very, very well. So yeah, Galaxy S24 Ultra. My SIM card is currently in here. Of course, I am testing other phones, but as of right now, I'm coming back to the Galaxy S24 Ultra. However, while this may be the overall best smartphone of 2024, in my opinion, like it has all the best features about it, Galaxy S24, its little brother, may just be the best compact smartphone of 2024. That's going to be for a different video, so definitely be sure to stay tuned for that one. And I'm rocking back and forth between them, testing them at the same time as well. But yeah, this is going to be for a different video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, definitely be sure to smash that like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel a lot. It'll help push my content out to more people. That's been it for me. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.